Hi friends, it's Julie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here with a tentative October TBR video for you guys. I'm just really excited about October. I have some really great books picked out, I think, and I'm actually going to be joining in on the Spook-a-thon at the end of the month, which I will link to down below in case you are interested as well. But it is from October 17th through the 23rd, and it should be a very fun, spooky read-a-thon. But like I said, this is just kind of tentative. These are books that I'm thinking about reading right now. I am in the middle of 3 books, and the first one of those is The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. As you guys know, I've been working through this book. I'm now on page 378, so I will be finishing this book soon, but I am absolutely loving it. It's so fantastic. I just love this world so much. I'm also currently reading Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. I'm reading this book with Katie from Life Between Words, and so far we are only about 150 pages into it, but this is the final book in the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, and so far we are really enjoying it. We do know that it slows down quite a bit, but so far it's been very enjoyable, and I'm really looking forward to finishing out this trilogy. And then I'm also currently reading The Ruins by Scott Smith. And I'm buddy reading this book with Katie from Life Between Words and Stephanie from That's What She Read. And this is a horror novel that's about 2 couples that go vacationing in Mexico, and they meet up with some other people while they're down there. Then one day they decide to go to these old Mayan ruins, and terrible, horrific things happen to them. So far I'm about 50 pages into this book, and it's very fast-paced. I'm enjoying it so far. There's no chapter breaks. There's only like little spaces in between different sections, so it's reading pretty quickly. Also, it has a very ominous feel to it as you're reading it, and I don't know if that's because I know bad things are going to happen or if that's the way that it's written. So I'm really looking forward to finishing this book out. I have another 50 pages to read tonight, and yeah, so far it's pretty good. I'm also going to be reading The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. This is our book club pick for the month of November, so we'll be reading it right over Halloween. And this is a new mystery that just came out this year about this woman who's on this cruise ship, and one night she hears a lot of commotion coming from the cabin next to her, cabin 10. Then she sees what she thinks is someone being thrown overboard. So she tries to get help, but no one believes that this is what she saw, and they actually tell her that no one is even booked in the cabin next to her, and that everyone is accounted for on the ship. So I've heard pretty good things about this mystery. I heard that it's very fast-paced. I know that Claire from the book Fox just read this book and reviewed it, I think, last month, and she really enjoyed it. Then another book that I'm going to be reading this month is another buddy read, and that's going to be Punish the Sinners by John Saul, and I'm going to be reading this book with Josh from Literary Gladiators. He asked me if I would like to read a horror novel with him, and so I said, yeah, of course, because horror is a genre that I've been wanting to read more of, and he recommended John Saul, who isn't as well known as like Stephen King and things like that, but a lot of people really enjoy his books. They say that they are very scary. And this one looks like there are maybe multiple timelines. One says Italy 1252. It says Inquisition, accusation, fear, torture, the guilty and the innocent dying for sins real and imagined in the flames of the burning stake. Then it looks like there's another timeline set in 1978 in a city called Nilsville. And it's about a man named Peter who's going to be a teacher at the high school there in that city. And it seems like all or some of the teenage girls are committing suicide. And it says, is hysteria manipulating these innocent children into violent self-destruction? Or has a supernatural force, a 13th century madness, returned to punish the sinners? So it sounds like it should be pretty scary. I'm definitely looking forward to reading this with Josh, and I hope that I like it. Then the rest of these books are ones that I'm tentatively thinking about reading for the Spook-a-thon, so maybe you guys could help me out and let me know if you've read any of these books and whether you enjoyed them. But the first one of those is Intensity by Dean Koontz. This book has been sitting on my bookshelf for a really long time. I first heard about this book from Katie at Chapter Stacks, and actually this book and The Ruins are on her favorite horror novels of all time video. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book. All I know is that it has a serial killer in it, and a woman is trying to save a future victim of the serial killer or something like that. It's supposed to be pretty good and pretty intense, hence the name Intensity, but I'm hoping that I really enjoyed this one. I would also like to read an Agatha Christie novel for the Spook-a-thon, and I have two, so maybe you guys could help me out. And they are And Then They Were None and Murder on the Orient Express. I've actually never read any Agatha Christie, so if you have and you prefer one of these to the other, please let me know, because I want to read one of them, but I'm not set on which one I want to read yet. And the final book that I'm thinking about reading for the Spook-a-thon is The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. It's interesting. This book doesn't have the best reviews on Goodreads, but every booktuber that I follow who has read this book has enjoyed it and rated it pretty highly. I know it's a pretty famous ghost story and they made this into a movie, which I don't know if that's very good or not, but I enjoy a good ghost story, and it's supposed to be pretty scary, at least what the reviews have said, and it's very short. It's only like 160 pages, so I feel like this book would be perfect for a readathon. I could easily read this in a day. But as of right now, those are all of the books that I'm reading or that I'm thinking about reading for the month of October. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them, or if you're reading any other good scary books throughout the month of October that you think that I would enjoy. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all again very soon. Happy reading. Bye.